Hi, everybody, and welcome to the third round of Love-Hate debates. Our question, do science fiction movies provide a benefit to society? My plan today is first to talk about Mason's point about cultivation theory, using reading theory as an example, and then also talk about her point about the lack of diversity, and then mention a bit about code theory to show why the messages are important in the genre. Mason's point about cultivation was very important, but I think one thing to keep in mind that is it's about television, not about movies. So it's very specifically aimed at that medium. Now we can talk about some television for sure in sci-fi, but it doesn't cover the entire genre. Second of all, while there is definitely some backing to prove that cultivation theory does happen, that people are swayed by things that they see in television repeatedly, it is really focused on violence, so not necessarily other themes. Even still, the message is dependent on the receiver, meaning their experience, their understanding is how they read or how they digest a message. Reading theory talks about this. It mentions three different types of interactions: a dominant, negotiated, and oppositional. Where oppositional is when a receiver of a message doesn't agree with it at all and more or less can dismiss it. So what that proves is that we are not automatically swayed by every message we get. So while cultivation theory is important, it's definitely not absolute. Now, I will also definitely agree with the fact that science fiction needs more diversity in the creators, in the writers and directors. But there is some signs that diversity is coming. There's a growth of minority and women superhero leads coming, and I think that's fantastic. Wonder Woman, the movie The Black Panther, and the movie that came out a couple of years ago, the Star Wars film Force Awakens, all have very strong leading either minority or female leads. But it's also important to note that even if the messages are swaying the population, as cultivation theory suggests, that and those messages are being created by a very homogenous group of sort of middle-aged white men, do we really throw away a great meaning just because it's coming from the person that we don't want it to come from? So I think we should look at the meaning behind these movies, and we're going to look at it through code theory. This is what the book says that code theory is about. And it specifically uses Superman as an example, so we didn't have to go much farther than our textbook to find a sci-fi or superhero movie to use as an example. Superhero stands for, according to the book, truth, honesty, justice, fairness, and strength. So these, I think everybody would agree, are very positive influencers to put forth in front of an audience. So 2 points in conclusion. First of all, we don't digest messages in a vacuum. We do have the ability to disseminate them. And second of all, diversity in film creators needs work, but the messages that they're giving are indeed positive and shouldn't be dismissed.